can see. But we have the robotic arm in there and the espresso machine. You get to see literally behind the curtain. Dun, da, da. So in here is where all the magic happens.
The appropriateness of automation very much depends on the context.
More fully automated businesses are popping up in Toronto. From Pizza Forno, aisle 24 convenience stores, or these robotic coffee shops.
Do you find the technology really it's there nowadays?
Oh, totally, yes.
Brad Ford is the general manager of RC Coffee Robo Cafe. There are 4 locations in the city sporting sophisticated robots that come to life when an order is placed, preparing and serving coffee much like a barista.
This is more of we'll call it like a pilot project, a proof of concept to say this will work on a street front or this will work in a hospital. Work out the bumps as to how what all the different bugs are in there, just see what it takes to actually run one.
But technology like this is often expensive.
Yes.
It requires a fair bit of that initial capital output.
Oh, for sure.
Can that be made back on coffee?
Definitely. Okay, so when you look at, if you look at your average coffee bar, you're looking at even a hole-in-the-wall small place. Just the equipment alone, if you're buying all the stuff brand new, you're looking at anywhere from 40 to 100,000 just in equipment alone. So if you look at this equipment here that we have, it's more or less the same price.
Should we expect to see more of this kind of technology being embraced by kind of like the mom and pop operator businesses?
Well, that's interesting. I guess a lot of that depends, once again, on industry structure.
David Silberman, professor of marketing with U of T's Rotman School of Management, says what can be automated is still hit and miss. For example, if sales expertise is required, or if you go to the supermarket and fill your cart, it's still more efficient to go see the cashier.
I think a lot of people will look at this technology and will see a spot where perhaps a young teenager could have had their first job, or perhaps, if we look at automating food service, there's some adults who make very good tips who put themselves through school or support a family. What do people need to think about if they're looking at some of these technologies and they feel like their job might be on the horizon for that kind of automation?
Certainly that's a concern, but our economy is incredibly flexible, and it seems that we are always able to find new places for people to do things that create value. It's very difficult to predict the future, and think of all the university kids now that are making money designing websites for people. I mean, that's something that didn't even exist 20 years ago.
We still need people in the background to fill the machines, check things out, make sure things are clean and running properly.
In Toronto, David Zura, City News.